Hello, good evening and welcome to the Little Farmer's Farm with me, Guru Mafinda. Well, boys and girls, I was thinking the other day I need to get some more sun gold tomato plants. Sun gold tomato plants. And I was foolishly thinking about going and buying them. But as somebody pointed out, I know Mick pointed it out, and there's a couple of you pointed it out, that why don't you take the suckers from off your existing two plants and create more. And I don't know why I didn't think of it before, because that's what we've done in the past. We take the suckers off, the side shoots that grow in the crux or the elbow. I'll show you in a second. And basically cut them off and plant them up. Every part of the tomato plant will grow another tomato plant. It's got these little hairs on it. I'll show you. Let me just get you set up, because obviously I'm doing it in a wanner again, this. Although there might be some movements on that, guys. I might have some special news for you lot tomorrow. Yee-hee! About the laptops. Not laptop, by the way, laptops. It's a story for tomorrow or sometime over the weekend, that, all being well, fingers crossed. Some fantastic people out there in the world, you know. The growers community is wonderful. Anyway, I've got this, which is a sun gold tomato plant. Quite well established and needs to go out in the ground, that, which we'll be doing tomorrow. So that's a sun gold tomato plant. All I need to do is with these babies, these are called the suckers that are coming off. So it's not a leaf, it's another stem that's growing from there. And you can see there that it's producing, it's essentially becoming another plant. There. So all we need to do is get our little, got to be careful here. Can't be trusted with sharp implements, me. We'll take this and then carefully give it a diagonal coat. Like that. You see how it looks like another tomato plant. I'll just get rid of that leaf as well. Trim that little leaf off. Now hopefully you'll see there's very fine hairs. Hopefully you can see there are very fine hairs on these. Let's just try an old funky prepper trick. Anyway, you'll have to take my word for it. There are very fine hairs on this. And those very fine hairs are where the roots will come, where the root system will grow. So I'll just put him there to one side on top of my phone case for a second or two, and we'll get his brother. Let's see, his brother's a bit bigger. We'll get his big brother, and again with a diagonal cut, we'll trim him off. I'll get rid of those yellow leaves as well before I plant this parent plant out. We're cloning here, you know, boys and girls. Cloning. I will take the other suckers off because I want to single stem these up a cane. So we're going to be single stemming. And when you do that, you don't particularly want the suckers coming out because they'll spread the wings all over the place. I want to conserve the space inside the greenhouse. So I want them single stemmed up a cane, up a long cane, like an 8-foot cane. And they'll grow single stemmed from the main stem going up there, but these suckers need to come out in order to do that. Alright, anyway, I'm digressing. There's his big brother. So we've got him. In fact, there's not much in him, I don't think. I think they're of a similar size, aren't they? All I need to do, I've got this stuff, and we're giving it a whirl, this. Richard Jackson's Root Booster. Richard Jackson's Root Booster, this. How to use. Patio containers, hanging baskets and window boxes. Use 1 heaped scoop of Root Booster per 2.5 litres of compost. Well, I've just put a pinch in there into probably 1 litre of compost. And it's to get the roots established and get them all spreading, because they're going to be, these two plants are going to be behind these, so I want them to catch up. So we're just going to try and see if this root booster stuff is fit for purpose. I've heard good things about it. I think this is magical added to potting compost or soil. It helps plants to grow better. It's also great for establishing plants after transplanting. Well, it's essentially what we're doing though. We're making clones of the parent plant. I've half a mind to do a few more, but I've only got this compost, and this compost is from a couple of brassica seeds that I started off, and they didn't take. In fact, it's not from the brassica seeds, is it? That's the spaghetti squash was started in these. You can tell it's raining because I've got my Hawaiian shirt on. Cursed it, haven't I? Anyway, digressing again there, Anthony. Indigo. So that's got the root booster mixed in with it. So we're going to get these into the pots. Now this is the soil that it's. These are the pots that the soil's come out of. There. So we should be able to fill them back up with what we've got here. Yeah, like I say, we should. There'll be news. Hopefully, good news over the weekend. I've been assisted. I've been very much helped by two particular gentlemen who will be getting shouted out to the top of my voice with the laptop situation. Alright, so they're in there like that. I mean, you can put in, I can't find it now, it's gone missing. The sort of hormone stuff, the rooting compound, hormonal stuff as well. In fact, let's give them the best chance, eh? If this is the powder stuff, which it is, then what I'll do is, sorry about the plane flying over there. I don't mind the pitter patter of the rain, but these interlopers, these pilots that keep flying over here, get a pain in the bottom. I'll just put a bit of rooting compound on there. Organic rooting powder, this. Vitax. I'll just put a little touch on. Yeah. And then all we're going to be doing then is just pushing it in. Fairly deeply down like that. And then of course they'll be sprayed, they'll be watered. Right there. Like thusly. Give them a spray around. They're going to go into a water tray as well overnight. Now I know what they are, so I don't particularly need to label them up, but I will do while it's you lot. So there's one. Let's get another one. Let's get his brother. Put the rooting compound on that as well. And like I say, it's going to go in to a couple of inches of depth, and the roots then should come from this new stem that we've got. But we can see. Can you see that? I'm hoping you can. Chop this off a little touch. Yeah. Push it in. That's all you need to do. Push it in like that. Get me spray. I love this. Creating new life. This. Yeah, and then I put them into the watering tray. Might have to pause you for that. You get the general idea there, don't you? That's the parent plant. I'll be snipping the rest of these out because they're going to be going into. They're going to be going into the. I'll get rid of that green leaf as well. I think they're going to be going into the greenhouse shortly. These. I've half a mind, you know, to to do a couple more because I don't like wasting anything. I will do, but I won't show it on this. I'll do at least one more with that sucker that remains. See, there's a remaining sucker there coming out, which is of a decent size. These are all the suckers that grow in the crux of the elbows. So you've got your little branch coming out there, and then you've got these coming out. Sorry, these suckers, which are essentially potentially new plants coming out from it. But because we're single stemming, it's anyway. I'm digressing. I've told you about that, haven't I, already? Right. So let's get these into some water now, and I'll label them up first. All right. So just pause you. Okay. Label sun gold suckers. You can make out that behind our little tree there. Okay, they're going to go into the water now, so let's get cracking with that. Alright, chaps and chapettes, they're in the water, so let's take a look. There you go. Now there's about half an inch of water, rainwater, which is lucky because we've got plenty of that coming down at the moment. Half an inch of rainwater, and through a process of capillary action, the dry compost that's in there will be moisturised overnight. Okay, you see them there. And job will be a good one. Alright, Hawaiian shirt. This morning when I left for work, it was lovely. And there was nobody coming in today, so I thought we were just doing paperwork and stuff like that today. So I thought I'll get all dressed up and look cool and casual. And whenever I do stuff like that, it always ends up pickling down, and it's coming down at a reasonable, persistent level at the moment. But yeah, there we are. Next to the chilies. Purple jalapeno. Yeah, I think. Again, we were given them by young Pam across the way there. She had a couple spares. She said, have you got any chilies? And to be honest, we don't eat too many chilies, so we don't tend to grow too many chilies. But we've got these. Either habanero or jalapeno. One of the two. We certainly eat these though. These are the French beans. Dwarf French bush beans. Which actually aren't doing as good as the ones that are in here. I'll show you the ones in here. Make sure you can, hopefully you can see. There's the horse's tails we've been pulling out. But these are the ones that are growing in Tiki Tunnel 2, which is the Lady Farmer's Tiki Tunnel. And they're all growing splendidly. I hope I've not lost these. I've just nowhere to put them at the minute, but I'm going to try and get them out if I can. I'll top the water up in there. It's been very hot these last few days. Anyway, we'll see how we get on with those brassicas. Nil desperandum, boys and girls. That's what it's all about. Just trial and error, innit? These are looking fantastic. Cucumbers, Market More. Got a couple of Telegraph in there as well. Which are again long ones, big croppers. Market More, big croppers, decent size. So we'll see how we get on. We love the cucumbers. We definitely eat the cucumbers. Right, if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. I've been good on my finger. You've been beautiful, fantastic and fragrant if you're a lady. If you're a gentleman, you've been forthright, masculine and virile. And as I say, hopefully tomorrow we'll have some news on the old laptop front. Catch you in a bit, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we love you all. Alright, tatty bye, have a good night. It's Friday night tonight. Don't get too drunk because you're up for the plots. Alright, so I'll see you later on. Ta-da now. Bye bye, have a good one.